My name is Gosia Dzierzon, or Gosia for short. I'm a dancer with Ramber Dance Company, as well as a choreographer and co-director of New Movement Collective. I perform, choreograph, fundraise and coordinate activities between NMC, our collaborators and the venues where our projects are performed. I am based in London, but NMC members live in London, Manchester and Valencia. I was born in Poland. The style of dance we do is contemporary, but our morning training also includes techniques such as ballet, yoga and Pilates. The performances you are coming to see, New Movement Collective performances, could be called site-specific and immersive dance theatre. As a dancer with Ramber, I perform in theatres through the UK and occasionally overseas. Majority of New Movement Collective projects are planned with specific venues, collaborators and concepts in mind, and we create these experiences from the scratch, from the fundraising through development to the actual performance. In order to fundraise for these projects, we really try to find as many sources as possible and not to put all our eggs into one basket. We apply for funds to the local councils, to the Arts Council. We haven't done any fundraising events so far, but we do rely on philanthropy, crowdsourcing, and we've also applied for sponsorship and in-kind contributions for past and present projects. The project I'd like to talk about today is called Casting Traces. It was created for Testbed 1 in Battersea, which is a 600 square meter exterior warehouse. It was a collaboration between NMC, architect Elin Lund, composer Szymon Brzuska, Annette Porter and Andrew Gaston from Nylon Films, and costume designer Alice Walkling. The work was inspired by Paul Auster's New York trilogy and performed within a giant architect-designed paper labyrinth. In order to fundraise for Casting Traces, we have created several partnerships. Ramber Dance Company has given us equipment for the performances. We've received sponsorship from Capizio, who provided us with shoes for the production, and the paper for the set came from the excess waste from the Guardian Print Centre. We've also created a partnership with the venue, Testbed 1 in Battersea. They give us free access to the space. We've established a good relationship with them and will be returning to Battersea again this year, following performances of our new production, The Nest, at Shaftesbury Avenue this July. This is a larger and more complex project. Based on the Odyssey, the performance brings together 10 of our dancers, choreographers, and 15 collaborators from the fields of architecture, music, design and laser technology. Stone Nest, the venue, at former Welsh Chapel, where the production will be performed, is a very different venue to Testbed 1, so we'll be creating an installation for the Battersea space based on the performance of The Nest, with smaller events and Q&A sessions with the artists. We apply to several organizations and foundations that help us make these projects happen. In the past, we have received support from Richard Thomas Foundation, several individuals who have followed our choreographic development, Polish Cultural Institute in London, Wandsworth Council and the Arts Council. We have also created a crowdfunding site and sought advice on project management and public engagement from some very generous mentors. It's a time-consuming process, and on the last project, Casting Traces, it took 10 months from our first site visit when we met Will Aslop, the architect and co-owner of Testbed 1, till the performances actually happened in July later. What would I do differently next time? Following the performances of Casting Traces, we were approached by the producers of Stone Nest and asked to create something for their space. This time we gave ourselves a year to develop the concepts, fundraise and deliver the project. We hope that by starting earlier, dividing responsibilities in the group sooner and being more realistic about everyone's commitments, we can enjoy the process more and develop as a group and individuals further. I think it is also important never to assume anything in such a diverse group of collaborators and not to be afraid to ask questions when something isn't clear. We have realized that it was important to document the process and the performance in order to make the fundraising activities easier next time around. We have sent out probably around 100 invitations to promoters and press. We made a film to demonstrate the quality of the project. Nylon Films, who has created video installations for the project, has filmed and documented the performances, and the footage is now available on our website, and a longer version upon request from promoters. We have gathered performance feedback from the public and sent out feedback forms to all involved, to the artists, to the venues, to the supporters. We met as a group following the project to analyze the answers we've received and are now trying to make improvements for the project we are currently working on at the Stone Nest. The key advice I would give to anyone looking to fundraise for a similar project would probably be to have a good, strong and well thought through concept, as I believe this is a key ingredient in any funding application. Be ambitious about your art. Start early, get as much support as you can, and then, in the words of Merce Cunningham, the only way to do it is to do it.